Gentlemen, the very act you thought was harmless, even comforting, may now be silently damaging your body, your confidence, and your health after 60. What once gave you release and ease could, without change, slowly erode your vitality. I am Dr. James, a men's health specialist with over 3 decades of experience helping men navigate the hidden challenges of aging. I have seen firsthand how small, overlooked habits can grow into big problems. Here's the paradox. The routine you relied on in your 30s might now be the very reason you feel less sensitive, less satisfied, or even disconnected from yourself. But there is good news. Today, I will share the 7 most common mistakes men over 60 make with masturbation, and more importantly, how to correct them so you can reclaim energy, pleasure, and peace of mind. Let's begin with the first and most damaging misconception, the myth of semen retention. Mistake #1. Believing the myth of semen retention. For decades, many men have been told that holding back from release would somehow make them stronger, sharper, or more masculine. Some were told it boosts testosterone. Others were promised it preserves energy. But the truth is, gentlemen, that myth has silently stolen more from you than it has ever given. When you suppress what your body was designed to do, you invite discomfort, pelvic congestion, restless sleep, irritability, and even a higher risk of prostate complications. Your body was never built for denial. It was built for balance. Healthy, moderate ejaculation is not weakness. It is a vital function, just like breathing deeply or stretching your muscles. It reduces stress, regulates hormones, clears the mind, and supports a healthier prostate. When you allow yourself natural release, you honor your body's rhythm instead of fighting against it. Yet here is the irony. While so many older men waste their energy on holding back, just as many fall into another silent trap, repeating the same technique in the same way year after year without realizing how much it is quietly working against them. And that mistake, gentlemen, is one most men never even see coming. Mistake #2. Using the same grip and technique every time. Comfort is seductive. After years, even decades, many men fall into the same familiar rhythm, the same hand, the same grip, the same pace. At first it feels safe, reliable, almost automatic. But over time, your nervous system begins to adapt, and that once dependable method conditions your body to respond only to one very specific pattern. The cost of that routine is subtle at first. Slight frustration, a weaker climax, a fading spark of excitement. But slowly it robs you of sensitivity, makes intimacy with a partner more difficult, and leaves you feeling less connected to your own body. Variety is not about chasing novelty for the sake of it. It is about keeping your senses alive. Try switching hands, adjusting pressure, exploring new rhythms, even using safe, doctor-approved tools to awaken sensations you have ignored for too long. Just like muscles strengthen when challenged with new exercises, your pleasure deepens when you give yourself permission to evolve. But here's the real danger. Many men not only repeat the same technique, they repeat it in a rush, barely giving their body or mind the chance to fully awaken. And this next mistake is one that quietly drains satisfaction faster than any other. Mistake #3. Rushing through the experience. From the time many of you were young, rushing became a habit. Privacy was scarce, opportunities were limited, and the goal was often just to finish quickly before being discovered. That urgency may have served you in your teens or 20s, but decades later it has become a pattern that robs you of what your body is still fully capable of. When you rush, the act becomes mechanical. Your body doesn't have time to build anticipation, your mind doesn't stay present, and what should be a nourishing experience turns into nothing more than a hurried release. Over time, this can leave you feeling unsatisfied, disconnected, and even emotionally flat. But when you slow down, everything changes. Your body has space to respond, your nervous system fully awakens, your breath deepens, your awareness sharpens, and sensations grow stronger. Gentle, mindful touch can transform what once felt routine into something profoundly fulfilling. This is not about taking longer just to pass time. It is about savoring each moment and reclaiming intimacy with yourself. Yet even slowing down will not unlock your full potential if you continue to focus only on one small part of your body. And the truth is, most men never realize how much pleasure they are leaving untouched. Mistake #4. Ignoring the rest of the body. Too many men have been conditioned to believe that all pleasure lives in one place. They focus only on their genitals as if the rest of the body were silent, unimportant, or incapable of sensation. But your body is far richer than that. The skin on your chest, the inside of your thighs, your stomach, your neck, even the tender space of the perineum, all of these areas hold nerves waiting to be awakened. When you limit yourself to one narrow point of focus, you cut yourself off from the possibility of deeper arousal, richer satisfaction, and a more complete sense of connection. The truth is, engaging more of your body does more than heighten physical sensation. It brings you fully into the present moment. It grounds you, awakens curiosity, and reminds you that pleasure is not only about climax, it is about feeling whole. Gentle touch, warmth, breath, even subtle movements can transform the way you experience yourself. You are not a single part. You are a living system, and every part deserves to be honored. But even if you open yourself to more of your body, there is one simple detail most men ignore, one that can quietly strip away comfort and sensitivity if left unaddressed. Mistake #5. Avoiding lubrication. As the years pass, the body changes in ways many men don't expect. Skin loses some of its natural moisture, sensitivity shifts, and even the simple movement of your hands may not feel as effortless as it once did. Yet despite these changes, countless men continue the habit of going without lubrication, convinced it's unnecessary or perhaps even a sign of weakness. The truth is, avoiding lubrication does more harm than good. Without it, friction builds, skin becomes irritated, and over time, sensitivity can quietly fade. What should be smooth and pleasurable becomes uncomfortable and taxing. A quality lubricant can completely transform your experience. It allows touch to glide with ease, awakens nerves that may have grown quiet, and reduces the strain on stiff joints or tired hands. It brings comfort back into the moment and more closely mirrors the warmth of intimacy with a partner. Using lubrication isn't a crutch, it's wisdom. It's no different than wearing glasses to read clearly or supportive shoes to walk with strength. But even with the right tools, many men still find themselves held back, not by the body, but by the mind. And this next mistake, rooted in guilt and shame, silently robs more men of joy than any physical limitation ever could. Mistake #6. Feeling shame or guilt about the act. For many men, the earliest lessons about self-pleasure were delivered with whispers of disapproval, heavy with judgment or drowned in silence. Even now, decades later, those messages linger. You may logically know masturbation is normal, yet still feel a flicker of guilt afterward or the urge to keep it secret, hidden away like something shameful. That quiet weight of shame doesn't just cloud the moment. It robs the act of its power to restore, to calm, to connect. Instead of leaving you refreshed, it leaves you unsettled as if you've done something wrong. But let me tell you the truth. There is nothing shameful in taking time for yourself. When done with care, self-pleasure reduces stress, eases anxiety, improves sleep, and even strengthens confidence. It is not indulgence, it is maintenance of your health and spirit. To carry guilt into this act is to deny yourself the benefits your body and mind still deserve. Release the old voices, honor your needs, and embrace the freedom of knowing you are caring for yourself in one of the most natural ways possible. And yet, even once guilt is lifted, one final mistake remains, one that hides in plain sight, but once corrected can completely redefine pleasure for men over 60. Mistake #7. Ignoring tools and enhancements designed for men over 60. As the body ages, sensitivity shifts, dexterity changes, and stamina may not feel the same as it once did. Yet many men continue to rely on the exact same approach they used in their 20s, never considering that modern tools exist specifically to support them now. Out of pride, discomfort, or simple unawareness, they ignore what could make their experience richer, easier, and far more satisfying. The result is frustration, unnecessary effort, and a quiet acceptance that pleasure must fade with age. But it doesn't have to be this way. Gentle silicone sleeves, ergonomically designed aids for stiff joints, or subtle massagers that awaken new zones of sensation are not replacements for your masculinity. They are allies for your evolution. Just as you wouldn't refuse glasses when your eyesight changes, you shouldn't dismiss tools that help you maintain intimacy with yourself. They allow you to adapt wisely, with dignity, and to discover sensations you may not have felt in years. And when you combine these modern supports with a renewed mindset, something extraordinary happens. You don't just recover pleasure, you discover a deeper connection with yourself. Which brings us to the final and most important lesson, the powerful shift in mindset that ties everything together. Conclusion: reclaiming pleasure, confidence, and self-respect. Reaching your 60s and beyond does not mean surrendering intimacy, it means approaching it with greater wisdom and intention. You now know the 7 silent mistakes that quietly rob older men of vitality. Clinging to the myth of semen retention, repeating the same grip and technique, rushing through what should be a moment of connection, ignoring the rest of the body, avoiding the comfort of lubrication, carrying shame that never belonged to you, and overlooking the tools designed to support you in this stage of life. Each of these errors may seem small, but together they shape the difference between frustration and fulfillment. This is not about chasing the past or pretending you are 20 again. It is about embracing who you are today with dignity, strength, and curiosity. By slowing down, exploring more of your body, caring for your needs without guilt, and using every resource available, you can create a new chapter of pleasure that is more meaningful than anything that came before. You are not past your prime. In truth, you may just now be entering a deeper, richer season of connection. And it all begins with the choice to honor yourself fully, even when no one else is watching.